jammed. Proximity coverage only. Backup activated.
Hey everybody, Fryboy Master back from Teenage Mutant Ninja Scrubs today with basically the most optimised skill build that I could make, and I've been working on it for about 3 weeks. It's basically the same build as the build that I put out last week, but it has been kind of optimised even further. And the reason I did that was just to actually kind of test out what the gains would be in this diminishing curve return after you've went way past it and you're basically putting everything, I mean everything, into skills. So we're just going through the skills here, and I'm going to put up the numbers on the screen, so I'm not going to kind of start shouting out all the numbers, but I kind of want this to be a kind of discussion video, to be honest with you, because doing the video highlighted a number of different things that I found while doing it, and I just thought it was worthwhile making a video specifically to let you know what my findings were, and get your guys' thoughts on where what you think about that. Now, initially what I found is skill haste is not a talent that you really a benefit that you really want to stack into. It gives less in performance back than actual raw skill power does, so don't stack up skill haste. It doesn't do anything better for you than what skill power does. In fact, skill power does it better. I've also noted as well that at 430k skill power, my Seeker mines have a 5-second cooldown. Now, when I able to proc their Tactician's Authority, we get an extra 30% skill power. So that raises us up to 525k skill power. It's actually 526k skill power. But that actually only increases our hit points on the Seeker from 115k up to 123k, and the cooldown doesn't get any lower. So, massive. There is a cap on the skills. The diminishing curve is apparently maintained, but there is a hard cap on cooldowns of 5 seconds, which is kind of different from what we were led to believe. You were led to believe that you could stack everything into skills and always get that return. Well, I've found that it's pretty much not the case, to be honest with you. Even on the diminishing return, I would expect to have had some further cooldown for another 110k skill power going in at that, at that level. So that, yeah, just so you know, skill cooldowns are basically hard capped at 5 seconds. That's been my findings. So in reality, going higher than 250, 300k, probably not worth it in most builds, unless you're just actually looking to kind of do something crazy like this and have some fun. Now, as I've said, I've just let everything play out in the background. I want this to be more a kind of discussion video, and the reason it's became a discussion video is because, and I'm going to give a shout out to Vandalxgaming. I'm going to put his details in the link, and a note to his last video. It was actually a shout out to a previous video that I've done, but his video, it shows you the power of the skill build, even when you're not at the level that I've got mine at. And the amount of fun that you can hear that he was having making that video and making that build, I can only stress enough, guys, the freedom of being able to play just in a different way for a little while is just been absolutely invigorating. Now, this is just obviously running through solo play and stuff like that, just to show you that it's viable build. It is a viable build. You are squishy, you're going to die. But I've died in Alpha Bridge, I've died with Defence, I've died with Predator's Mark, I've died in Firecrest, I've died in every build that there is going. So why are you not allowed to die with just a skill build? I die pretty much less often than most of my colleagues do when I'm running group play, and that is an absolute fact. It was noted I did 5 runs of Lexington with Foxy the other day. Or sorry, maybe 3 or 4 runs we did, and there was one guy joined into our group and he died like 3 times in one mission. I died 1 time through every play, and the amount of damage that I was able to deal because we were in group play was significantly increased, and the team could see that. So You know, assuming that because you don't have armour and you don't have health, you know, don't assume that you can't survive it. You know, you can't survive playing the game with just skill power. It really is a lot of fun just flinging out skills constantly. And all your teammates are going, how the hell are you doing that? It's brilliant. You'll laugh your head off. Absolutely laugh your head off. Now that's solo Lexington with just skills. And this is Lexington with a group. Now, as you're going to see here, the BFB is just going to utterly demolish most of these enemies' armour, and maybe I think it kills one or two as well. Yep. It's just utterly insane the amount of damage that you can get out of skill build when you're running in a group, and it is a lot of fun. But as I say, the question does relate, you know, is it worth building that high skill power? My answer is no, not really. It's a lot of fun, and it was nice to see how far we could get it up, and how far we could stack things, and kind of what the gains might be at this kind of level. But the reality is, it's not really worth stacking that much into it, to be honest with you. Now, as you guys know, I'm not a PvP kind of gamer. I'm not very much. As you can see, my PvP rank here is still only 42 in the Dark Zone. But Fox asked me to come in and would try this out, and it is a build I would actually try out if I was running in a team and going through it is a build I would try, but the reality of the situation is I would actually dial back the skill power and stack on it so a bit more toughness and a bit more armour, just to have a bit more survivability, so that the skills do become useful rather than me constantly dying. But as you can see here, we're testing out the Seekers, we're testing out the BFB. At time, obviously, I'm only going to be stacked at 430k or less skill power, based on that I'm not actually really firing any bullets. We're not kind of really properly testing it out. Nobody came near us to actually try it. The one guy that did come near us ran a mile. I think he just, before he came through, I think all he could hear was bomb, 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 and he thought, shit. And when the bomb stopped is when the guy appeared and ran. And he just wouldn't stop. So hats off to the guy. He obviously thought, yeah, I'm not meddling with him. But he probably would have melted me in a fraction of a second if he'd have just given it a go. But so, again, we're back to the PvE part. We're trying out these Seeker mines, and there actually seem to be bugged here. I don't know if it's just a connection issue or whatnot, but you know, we do get it sorted out in a wee minute. And we'll hit with the BFB and stuff like that, and you'll see me hitting with, you know, normal skill power and then lower skill power. And as I say, you guys know better than me how this all works, so if you look at this, you kind of see how dangerous that could be in a group environment. If somebody's providing you with heals, if somebody's providing you with a healing station, if you're in cover firing for distance. Remember, there is a lot of distance on the Seeker mines and on the sticky bomb. So, you know, you could pick one or the other, go with a heal yourself and just have a massive overheal using, you know, Vigorous or something like that. You know, the choice is yours, but I definitely would dial back the skill power a bit. But it was fun to make this skill build and see other people doing skill builds and commenting on my previous videos saying, dude, that looks amazing, it looks like you're having so much fun. And the reality of it is, I've had nothing but fun with this type of build. It's and the laughs and the giggles and the group, when I'm in group play, the guys just cannot believe the amount of damage that this kind of build is putting out. And when I say to them, look, if you spat on me I would die, you know, they laugh, but they're like, but you've no died yet. And it's exactly because I'm sitting in cover, I'm playing it the way we would have done in like 1.3 for instance. I remember the days 1.3, you couldn't do anything without max skill power. And I just thought, I will try max skill power again. It's been a brilliant ride. I've loved this build. And I've loved kind of basically, you know, kind of testing it out and getting to where it is. But skill power diminishing returns, yeah, it is real. It is worth stacking a bit higher than that, but only really if you're trying to just get a wee bit more out of your cooldowns. But be wary that, yeah, going, you know, crazy nuts on skill power is not going to really give you a lot of returns back. It really isn't. But it is a lot of fun to use. I can't deny it. A lot of fun to use. So hopefully, if you guys like the video, I hope you subscribe. I hope you like the video. please provide comments and feedback. I do try and reply to everybody that makes a comment. And I'll just let this wee final part play out. This is my ninja style moment here, where we're basically going to see in a wee minute. It's kind of like that hero or villain moment where basically the villain kills all the enemies in the room, but they're all still standing for 3 or 4 seconds. It's one of those moments. It's utterly hilarious to finish on in the video. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you like and subscribe. It really does mean a lot. Please comment and let me know what you think. And you know, let's get chatting basically, and let's get playing together. I'm on Xbox. My GT tag is Fraboy Master. You're more than welcome to join me anytime, and I'm going to catch you in the next video.